It's a special night because if you are one of the many who are really looking forward to Black Panther, we have good news. First reactions are in, and they're wildly positive.
Yeah.
Should we just jump into reading some
Let's
of
do it.
these?
That's what people
they're
came
good.
for. Yeah.
And we're going to kick this off with a tweet from our own Steve Weintraub, who writes, Marvel does it again with Black Panther. Very impressed with the story and filmmaking. Michael B. Jordan absolutely kills it as the villain and is the best one since Loki. Also, Denai Guerrera kicks so much ass, and I loved every second of it. Going to make serious money.
What a great reaction, right?
I mean, really, after all this talk and all this hype, to hear something that wholly positive, I mean, before we jump into the rest of them, I don't think I've seen a single criticism or negative thing about this movie yet.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. From what we saw, everything leading up to the film was just so positive, so incredible. Everyone was blown away by everything that came before it and after it. And so why wouldn't people have such a great reaction? And this is encouraging. This is incredibly encouraging.
I mean, the wheels in my head are already turning with my box office predictions. Not just because Steve made the money comment, but...
Right.
Consider, I've always thought since the beginning when we were trying to predict this movie's box office, especially the opening weekend, that leading up to it, word of mouth was going to be a big factor in terms of it being a record breaker. And, I want to make my own mind up when I finally see it for myself, and now I can't wait. But this is definitely a good sign for this making some serious money.
Absolutely. Well, let's jump back into it. All right. Jay Washington says, oh my God, yo! Hashtag Black Panther. It's surreal how amazing this film is. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So he's crazy excited for it.
Oh, yeah, I could tell. I could tell by the yo. That was a great Jay Washington. All right, I've got another one here from Angie Hahn, who works at Mashable, and she writes, I never wanted this movie to end, and as soon as it did, I wanted to go back.
Wow.
Solid action, smart story, tons of personality. Shuri is my new fave. Nakia is everything. Killmonger is incredible. T'Challa deserves to rule the MCU. Coogler has done it again. You know what the coolest thing about something like that is? That she's not just focusing on one standout character. Apparently, a lot of these main players get their time to shine. And when you have an ensemble with so many new characters that have been so exciting to look at in the visuals with the costumes and everything, and just knowing some of their background and resumes, to hear that they all get their time to shine and all make a strong impression, that is so encouraging.
Absolutely. This world is so full of incredible characters. It's going to be great to see them come to life. Eric Eisenberg from Cinema Blend, is that right?
Yes.
So
Cinema
much
Blend.
love for Black Panther. The exploration of Wakanda is phenomenal. Eric Killmonger is unquestionably one of Marvel's best villains and manages to be both fun and dramatic. Can't wait to see it again. And if you don't know Eric Eisenberg, Eric it can be quite a grumpy person, and the fact that he likes it this much lets you know they've broken through even to Eric Eisenberg, so you got to go see this thing.
He's not grumpy at all. What are you talking about? The next tweet I have is from Eric Davis, who is over at movies.com and Fandango. He's got two tweets, actually, well worth reading. The first one is, the best part of Black Panther is how it unravels this deeply emotional and complex story about family ties and protecting your tribe. While lots will tout Michael B. Jordan as the standout, my faves were Denai Guerrera and especially BP's little sis, Letitia Wright. His second tweet said, lastly, Black Panther is an audience movie. See it with a crowd because they will be loud. It is a very proud movie and a female-first movie, and I hope it crushes at the box office, paving the way for a future full of much greater representation. There's so much good in this tweet. Just going back to the first one, the idea of having the deeply emotional and complex story about family ties. I mean, really, with the little I do know about Black Panther's background from the source material, that seems like it's of the utmost importance in Wakanda. So to hear him praise that is really great. And then, of course, he does the roll call here. And I'm really excited about Letitia Wright in this role. If you guys have seen her in the Black Mirror episode, she's something else, and I think is well worth keeping an eye on. And then obviously in that second tweet, that is also something to highlight and to keep in the back of your mind, because it's movies like these that are going to pave the way for making a difference in the future. And especially when you have something with such a big studio behind it, like Marvel, that can make such a big impression and such big waves. I'm glad to see that they're actually taking that opportunity and running with it.
Absolutely. It's really important. It says female first movie. We've seen T'Challa, we've seen Killmonger. We haven't seen necessarily a lot of Denai Guerrera, Letitia Wright. Maybe they were saving it for the audience to enjoy them in the movie, and it seems like here. Mike Ryan says, Black Panther is not screwing around. By far the most political Marvel chapter, to the point I had to remind myself this is a Marvel movie. Black Panther is a movie with a lot to say. Wow, that's, we knew that was coming. Also, Michael B. Jordan, ... Damn. All right, good.
It's so weird that because most of the time when you do these the social reactions, you tend to hear a lot of the same things over and over. And obviously, we're hearing a lot of praise about particular actors, but it feels like everyone's highlighting something a little different. And to see that so many of these pieces are coming through so strong, that's kind of cool.
Yes.
All right, next tweet from Ash Crossan from Jedi Council. She writes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing villain. Black Panther was so good, I can't breathe. And Denai Guerrera, holy F word. I love this movie." I came up to the line and I'm like, nope, not going to do it.
Nana Nem might be watching. Can't be doing that.
Not at this hour.
All right, Frank Pallotta of CNN says, Black Panther is one of Marvel's most ambitious works and includes in Michael B. Jordan's Eric Killmonger a top-tier villain for Marvel or otherwise. He owns every scene he's in and the film is everything it's been billed as. Long may it reign. So we're getting consistent love for Michael B. Jordan and Denai Guerrera and Letitia Wright throughout all these tweets. We haven't seen a lot of love for T'Challa. Maybe people just went in knowing Chadwick Boseman was going to be good, so they were excited to see how other people were going to be. It looks like they're killing it.
That's totally possible. Yeah. And even though we've had a decent run of Marvel villains recently, that is a familiar, recurring issue with a lot of Marvel movies, that the villain doesn't really do all that much for them. And I think that might be why so many people are focusing on it. And, again, we haven't seen the movie. For all we know, Michael B. Jordan on Marvel villain standards or just acting, having a role in general, really could take this to another level that we're not expecting. Next tweet comes from Peter Soretta from /Film, who writes, "Black Panther looks, feels, and sounds unlike any Marvel film to date, a visual feast. Wakanda is amazingly realized. The antagonist actually has an arc with emotional motivations. Marvel's most political movie, so good."
Yeah, another political statement. So there's going to be more to this than just good versus evil. There's going to be a lot going on here, and I, for one, am encouraged by that. Jen Yamato of the LA Times, Black Panther is incredible, kinetic, purposeful. I love that. A superhero movie about why representation and identity matters and how tragic it is when those things are denied to people. The first MCU movie about something real. Wow. Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger had me weeping, and he's the villain. Wow. Listen, I don't know what you can add to that. That's incredible. That's probably one of the most encouraging tweets I've read of all these tweets. It shows that this is a film that isn't just about superheroes and about villains. It's about so much more: family, connection to your country, connection to your dad, connection to what happens with your family when he becomes T'Challa, when he becomes Black Panther. What does he have to confront? What is Killmonger's role there? We know that there seems to be that there's a lot going on between all these characters in the film.
This is so exciting. While we've been taping all of this, I've been keeping an eye on RB3 and Christian Harloff's Twitter accounts, but they were lucky enough to go to the premiere tonight, so I'm assuming that their screening didn't let out yet, but I will give you one more tweet from good old Jay Washington. Hey-o. He writes, OMG, I'm in tears from the beauty, the music, the score. This is an event. Go see Black Panther when it hits theaters. I watched grown men go in tears. So I know that generally we try to keep in our minds, these are just reactions from other folks we trust, of course, but you want to go in and make up your own mind. But I have to admit, it's a little difficult not to get caught up in all of this hype right now, because to hear everything so overwhelmingly positive, because I've gone through this Twitter feed for a little while now, and really, you do normally see, eventually, this is great, but I couldn't find anything like that.
No, and it's good that you didn't. This just makes you encouraged. You're going to go in and make up your own mind when you go see the movie, but this is nice to have in your back pocket that so many people that you respect, admire, and read and listen to enjoyed the film so much and compose such interesting and intelligent tweets that flesh out what we might be seeing when we walk through that door.
And if you want one last tweet from another Collider team member, Christina Radish wrote, Black Panther is everything I wanted it to be and more than I possibly could have imagined. Hats off to Ryan Coogler for making an excellent film with great action, a smart story, and a lot of laughs, all to a badass soundtrack. That's the first thing we heard about comedy so far. So, I mean, really, given these responses, this sounds like one of the most well-rounded Marvel movies.
Yep, they just keep getting better and better each one. So
All right, so there you guys go. A whole lot of Black Panther positivity coming out of the first screenings tonight. Are you as excited as we are? We're going to get to see it soon, and I am counting down right now. Hit that comment section below. Tell us what you think of these first reactions, and also, don't forget, keep an eye on the Collider Video YouTube channel because we are going to have so much Black Panther coverage coming your way real soon from non-spoiler reviews, spoiler reviews, scoreboard, more little videos, everything. Watch it all.
Hey everybody, Mark Ellis here. Thanks for watching this episode. You want to watch more? Then click up here, or you can click right here for more great content from Collider. If you haven't subscribed to Collider Video, do so right now and share this vid with your friends. Thanks for watching.